Assalamu alaikum. I am Isa Tarek. Dear brothers and sisters, I have now I want to discuss today an idea, scientific idea came into my mind about a ship powered by steam or steam powered ship. Generally, we know the ships or the steamers, always the vehicles or ships that floats over the water. It is propelled by blades run by motor, and we use as fuel petrol, diesel, etc. that may pollute the water very much. Now I am gonna discuss a ship that is that the source of the energy of electricity of this ship will be from the sun, and the ship will be sized like this. This will be the size of the ship, and the shape of the ship will be covered by some solar panels that will produce an electricity, and it will charge the lower level of the ship, which is full of quality solenoid batteries, will produce enough electricity to run the ship. In the middle of the ship there will be people, there will be two components or as much as we need. So the theory is that to run the ship we will produce steam that goes backward of the ship through pipelines, and also it moves the ship forward. So what we gonna do, the sun creates the falls on the shade of the ship, turns into electricity by solar panels, and it is contained in batteries in the lower side of the ship. The batteries are low and will be with much more voltage that will go through a pipe, and the pipe will be joined to a heater that will produce heat, and there will be two pipes come out joining the heater and joining the heater. One is on the left side, other is on the right side of the ship. The two pipes are going backward, joining the heater, and also there will be another pipe joining the heater to the ground from the joining below the heater. So how does it work? It works through the steam's flow. When we know the steam likely goes upward when it is produced in water. The steam is lighter than water, so it goes upward. So we will make 45-degree angle from the heater. The pipe will be 45-degree upward, and from the heater. So what happens? The water goes enters the pipeline this way, and come in touch of the heater. The heater turns the water vaporizes the water, or makes steam out of water, and the steam wanna go upward, so it goes 45-degree through the 45-degree angle pipeline came out of the heater, and there will be two pipeline, so it will go this way in the left and this way in the right. So it will make a flow of hot water or vapor going through these pipelines. So the water enters, it becomes heated, and it becomes hot, and it produces steam, and this steam goes through this pipeline. Then if we produce as much we produce heat, and as much as amount of the vapor or steam comes out of the pipeline, it pushes the water backside this way. And also, according to law of science, when every action has an opposite reaction. When a person jumps from the boat forward, so the force he gives by leg to the boat, it brings himself, it takes himself forward, and also the boat by the pressure of the leg goes backward. So it goes two way. Also, we can give an example by the rifle. When a rifle, we push the trigger of the rifle, the bullet goes forward, and also it pushes back, so that we feel pressure in our shoulder or in our hand. So this way, the heat will turn the water into steam. Steam will go this way, and there will be a flow of steam. And since the water is always entering this way, and it will the flow will contain as long as the battery gives power to the heater, and it remains hot. So this way, it pulls back the water this way, and also it helps him push back the ship so that it goes forward. To reduce the wastage of power or wastage of heat, we must cover our the inner side of the pipeline with plastic or some gel, so that the heat remains inside the pipeline. We can make it understand with this picture. This is a pipe, and this is covered inside the pipe with plastic or anything like that that doesn't transfer the heat. So the heat don't go outside. It always, the hot water flow always goes through inside the pipe, and it comes this way. What will happen if the heat comes out of the pipeline? That will produce heat, and it will make bubbles outside and vaporizes the water outside, and it will go upward. So there will be upward force, and the bubbles will go upward, and it will the force will go upward, and there will be another force going this way. So if we want to run the ship forward, this will cause a friction. So to avoid friction, to reduce the wastage of heat, and also to give the engine more effective and the process more effective, we must seal this pipeline inside and outside, covering it by plastic or any kind of thing. And also, what will happen if the heater comes in contact with water? It will electrify the water, and if any one of the ship touches the water, or anyone falls in the water, will be electrified, will get a great electric shock. To avoid this, we will make the heater like the iron. The iron is covered by a metal, which there is a coil inside the iron, and it the electricity makes the coil hot, and there is covered by another plate which transfers only the heat but not the electricity, so that we feel heat air and iron our clothes, and but we won't get any shock. So the the heater of the sheet will be covered by something like that, and we use the technology used in this iron, so that the electricity doesn't come into touch of the water. Also, if we will have no tension of very much hot water, because when it makes steam, or during the process of vaporization, it will make only 100 degrees Celsius temperature, and it will not be above of it, because during vaporization, or the transferring water into another surface, into vapor, changing during changing the particles nature, it will always remain 100 degrees Celsius temperature. It will always contain 100 degrees Celsius temperature. So the heat will not no more than 100 degrees Celsius. So to run it faster, we must make sure so that enough water goes through the pipe, and as much vapor comes out or steam comes out, it will make as much force to move the ship forward. So we can increase the loop of the coil to make more heat, so we can make the pipes the radius of the pipe will be greater, so that the flow there gives a big flow, and more flow of water. Also, we can use high voltage batteries and high quality batteries to produce enough heat to make it water hot. So I think it will be more effective than we use by turbines or motor propelled ships, because in planes or helicopters we will use propeller, so that we run the helicopter or in the plane. But in rocket we use rocket fuel, which produces smokes, which pushes the ground back, pushes the ground, and it goes upward. So it is more powerful. Of course, the fuel, rocket fuel produced rocket fuel is more powerful than the rocket fuel which produces smoke, is more powerful than the propeller power of the propeller of the helicopter. Yeah. So we generally use the motor and blades, so that it also the blade of the motor creates a flow, so that water goes that way backward, and also it pushes the ship forward. So comparing to the rocket, I think it will be more effective if we use this technology. I hope if we use this technology, my idea practically, will get our result very soon. I hope that my Muslim brothers and my Bangladeshi scientists will respond to the call of this scientific invention, scientific idea, so that Bangladesh may prosper in science, and our Muslim brothers will be proud in the stage of the world, in front of the world, and Thanks for watching with attention. Assalamu alaikum. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfirullahi wa atubu ilayk.